Good morning, everybody. It's the Dark Comic Nerd again. And the thing is that we are doing this whole thing over again, pretty much where we left off last night. I said I would get back on this morning. We would kill off some craft essence, see if we can get that double or triple we need. Usually doubles are better, of course. Though last night, I think last night we needed a freaking miracle, and we did not get it. I still believe in God and a lot of stuff, guys, even a pathetic little game. And sometimes things are meant to happen to show you that maybe you shouldn't be blowing your money on stuff. But I'm going to keep trying just at this point because I like to get at least something out of this. I'm hoping all my failures will lead to some luck in the end, some big luck. However, I don't know what's really going to happen now. Like I said, I've looked over the Altaria ruler. I've seen reviews. The character's got some badass skills that I really would like to get my hands on. So that's still what we're going for this morning. It's only been a short 8 hours since the last time we did this. It's just after, or let's just call it around 10:20 this morning. So it's only been a couple hours. I was supposed to be going out and gardening this morning, which means I wouldn't even be doing this video till much later. But the weather turned abysmal this morning. It's been raining all night. The rain has just started to leave the area, and everything is still wet, which means all the mowing I wanted to do and the other stuff I wanted to do pretty much went right out the window. And there's more rain set to come in anytime. So the thing is that pretty much my morning stuff went right out the window. Which is too bad because I told a friend of mine that since he didn't need a ride to work today, we'd be sitting in a pretty good spot for me to go out and do stuff. Well, apparently I didn't realize the rain was going to stick around through a good portion of today, on and off all day. So not exactly the fun I was looking for this morning. So we're going to do the video instead, and I'm getting ready to cook my lunch. So what we're going to do, guys, is like I said, we're going to blow through pretty much the rest of our quartz. Looks like somebody decided to ask for my help last night, so there we go. I'm almost filled up my entire friend pool, but I'm thinking about deleting some old ones because, if I'm not mistaken, some of those people haven't been on in a while. Some people just drop off the map and they're just not around anymore. When I used to play my Animal Crossing, it used to happen quite often. Now let's see, guys. First thing we need to do is, as you guys remember, we have some craft essence that was keeping us from doing some quests last night. It was really irritating to all hell. And now instead what we're going to do is we're going to start working our way towards fixing that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unblock a few of these and start merging some of these together. They're old craft essences we've had kicking around for a long time. We'll do them one at a time, try to get our double. Usually in most situations, guys, I would pause the video as of late since I've been using a new recording device, and I usually don't make you guys plug through this with me. But as long as it doesn't take an insane amount of time to do this, we're going to do it the old-fashioned way, and I'm going to let you guys work through this with me, because after last night, yeah, there we go. We just need some small victories, guys, and I want you to be there as we do them. I said last night we were going to do one summon ritual and then just burn through all of them, but I actually want to space this video out a little bit more. I also need to burn through a lot more of those craft essences, meaning I need to get more of them bumped off so that we can do the quest when we're done. Now let's see if the morning gives us any better luck. Well, at least we're starting off with that instead of that damn 4-star craft essence that they were chucking at us left and right. Well, there we go. What are we going to get? Well, we're going to get the assassin. Nice! Finally! Hallelujah! We get somebody. Yeah, Okada there, thank goodness. I wanted somebody to finally show up. 4-star after 4-star after 4-star craft instances last night, and finally we got a 4-star servant instead. You'd almost think that they weren't giving them 4-star servants away anymore. So apparently we do have better luck in the morning, it seems like all the time, than we do at night. And there's our 5-star craft essence. It's a shame, we would have rather had the 5-star servant. And when you get 5-star or 4-star guys, the computer basically flips a coin to see if you're going to get a servant or a craft essence. So most likely if we got a craft essence, we can chuck the idea of getting a servant right out the window. A lot of servants this morning. I'm very happy about that. Lots of servants. I can live with that. Because at least we got one in this whole grand scheme of things. We're not sucking it, in Loserville. Population me. Tried to look for other people this morning that have done broadcasts last night about their roles, but couldn't find anybody. Here we go. I knew it. Alright guys, let's look over the character. I knew she was going to mention about the fact that she finally got her swimsuit. It's been a going gag in the series for years. So there's her jet Tenin Reshinru or Ryushinru. Increased critical strength and C-star gather rate, and remove 1 defense buff for yourself, which is interesting considering that I'm guessing if you don't have a defense buff, I wonder if they'll still debuff you and lower your defense. Mind's Eye minus A is the next one. It's odd that it says J. It's basically an evade tactic, which is, a lot of these are very similar to what she has already for her, which I have the character, which is a 5-star character, so it's interesting that she's a 4-star here. And a lot of these things like the M Drive EX obviously is about her quick cards. So a lot of the stuff is very similar to her actual thing. Entity of the Outer Realm. What an odd thing to see. Gain 2 C-stars each turn, increase debuff resist. That's very strange. Pardon me, guys. As I said, I just woke up. So Jet Sedan Zuku, or Ziki, deal heavy damage to all enemies. Nice. Remove defense buff and decrease defense for all enemies. Wow, and a chance to inflict stun to you. Wow, you have to inflict stun to yourself. Good thing it's only a chance, I suppose. But, wow. Interesting Noble Phantasm, all things considering. Jetpack look. So she does have a jetpack on. I did not notice at first. That's supposed to be the whole thing about the sky. Drop my face down here so you guys can see better. She's an assassin. Agility's A+, but everything else is pretty mediocre. Wow. Quite the, look at that jetpack, guys. Quite the animation she's got. I find that actually very interesting because I like an animation sprite that's got a little bit more animation to it than just the basic like scarves or she's moving a little bit. But that jetpack is really cool. So I like that. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do is we are going to go back and we are going to shift in my seat a little bit. Still waiting for my oven to kick on so I can start cooking my lunch soon. Okay, guys, so we're going to start dipping into merging a few more together. This time I'm going to be a little quicker about it. I'm going to take and do multiples at once. However, we are going to use up the rest of our stuff this morning, so... As you guys saw, I also still believe that supers do much better than greats. Okay, we still have to burn through 11 of these, which is why I'm going to start doing them in groups. However, I think we're also going to burn through some junk ones down here, guys, so bear with me. As I said, normally I wouldn't drag you guys through all this, but we're going to do things a little differently today. Just because I think you guys actually were a good luck booster there, and it helped out by having you guys watch through the whole thing. Yeah, lots of junk cards. We get a lot of these crappy things we don't actually need. Since we bled a few of those together last night, let's use up some. Alright, now we got to start looking. Yeah, it's a bunch we got last night we just don't need. I think what we'll do in the long run here is going to get us right down to the very bottom of what we needed to do. Okay, so from here on in, guys, we're going to do things a little differently, and because of that, I am going to pause you guys. We're under our 500 mark, but I'm going to pause you guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. It actually didn't take all that long. Let's see if the old summoning ritual worked out pretty good. We might actually do it on all of them. I know it takes longer, but having the ability to pause now and a few other things hopefully makes it a little more bearable. I'm still really hoping for at least one other one, but definitely Altria. It's funny, I just got rid of one of those. Saw the slight pause. Seeing a saber would be good, I think, if we were in the other banner. Lancer is what we're looking for. Rulers are very easy to spot. With the gold rings we got this morning, I'm wondering if we would end up getting rainbow rings if we got our 5-star. It would make me very happy. There we go again. How many of those crazy... Are we going to get another one? Nope, but we are going to get our guaranteed 4-star. There's always a chance of a guaranteed 4 or above. So we could say we actually got our guaranteed in our 5. Would have been really nice to see. I haven't had a crackle card in a long time. So it would have been nice to see it. But what a disappointment this one looks like it might turn out to be. Now there we go, guys. We're looking at a lot more craft essences in this one. That wasn't exactly the worst bust I've ever seen, but I'm thinking that we're doing exactly almost what we did last night. We're just basically only really getting, craft essence when it comes to the 5 stars. We're just going to shoot from the hip on this, guys. We're not even going to bother pausing you or doing anything fancy. Seeing what happens. It could be utterly lousy, and I'm going to end up eating it. But I really just don't feel like pausing you guys, and I'm kind of short on stuff to use to get that double or triple. There's another one of those. That's why it was prudent to dump an extra couple craft essences just in case. If they feel like giving us a 5-star something on this, I'd prefer the servant, if you can hear me, you dumb server. Like I said, we can at least go and hold our head up high this morning, guys, that we have something out of this whole thing. Gonna look like it's gonna be. The fact that I didn't do any kind of ritual type thing, I didn't do a ritual beforehand, and I'm getting a couple of good gold cards, is at least something. It's just too bad it looks like it's gonna be a bust when it comes to servants. And I mean entirely a bust. Maybe we'll get something good towards the end, though. I haven't seen that 4-star in a long time. Yeah, a lot of junk 4-stars. And as you can see, guys, just 2 lousy servants. That's all they gave us. 2 servants off that roll. So in a sense, you could say it was a bust, but... Alright, now, what I'm deciding on, guys, this morning is... as I've told you guys recently in the last video, I'm deciding if I want to try to get some extra money and do another set of rolls. And I was thinking about borrowing some money and then putting it back in. Take my word on it. What I'm thinking about doing is something that would go unnoticed as long as I got it back in before the end of the month. And I'm thinking about doing that. However, this is the way I think I want to play it. As I've stated previously, I have a lot going on with my car. And so the thing is that because of that, I have, money like between my car and my bills, and I'm probably not going to take care of things with my car, or at least I wasn't until tomorrow. Now I might actually take care of it today since I don't have to take my friend anywhere. But the thing is that what I'm thinking about doing is, and you know what? I think I'm gonna. Yeah, why not? We've got enough of the other ones. It's a good thing with having, and I don't know if they did this on purpose, but one of the good things about having multiple different craft essences that do the same thing means that you have an opportunity to merge a lot more of them together for limit breaks and still have a lot of cards left over that have the same effect, because we do have a lot of the same thing. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to select this, and we're going to do a limit break on this one and get some extra out of the way that way. So yeah, what I'm thinking about, guys, doing is looking at seeing how things having to do with my car and my bills affect my overall budget, and do it within the next couple days, and then see where I sit on everything. The Lord smiled on me with some mercy this morning, and I don't want to let it go to waste. So I'm gonna, wait and see. And we know these servants aren't going to go anywhere. And even though we did good getting one this morning, keep in mind, guys, we still took 3 rolls. and got almost the same as what we did last night. Though one was mostly servants, and then one was mostly mineral, and then one was somewhere in the middle. So we did a fairly mediocre run of stuff. I doubt highly it's going to get any worse as we wait. So I say we give it some time and see what happens. Actually, I see what's going on, guys. We got a lot of non-event cards that are they're just stacking up, and they're being a real nuisance. Okay, we've got far too many of certain cards. I got to get rid of them. We actually have enough to do a limit break on that particularly interesting card. I can't remember exactly what it does, but once we do a limit break on it, we'll actually look at it. I remember hearing the card mentioned recently about something that somebody was talking about with a strategy. Since I left it locked, it's going to give me a hard time looking for it because all you see is the word locked across everything, and it makes it hard to see what you're looking for. Oh, and by the way, if I haven't pointed out, guys, the reason we're still doing this is because, and we're still broadcasting, there they are, is because the fact of the matter is that we're going to do the quest that we're going to finish up the quest, which I'm going to cut through all the cutscenes because I've already seen them, and we're going to finish the quest from last night that never got finished. Now, what does this card do? I heard somebody mention this card. Oh, critical stars. So we gain 10 critical stars each turn. That's pretty cool. For a character that can do some extra stuff with critical stars, I can understand. I can't remember which character they were talking about when it came to that. We actually just need to get rid of 2 more of these guys. I think we can swing it. And I think I know exactly what we're going to do. Alright, so let's see here. We are going to dive right in, and we're actually going to use... We're not going to use an event card. I'm going to bolster something that I've got hanging around. Probably I should be dumping a lot of these guys or burning them and getting mana prisms for them, but I'm going to do a little different today. Some I am going to save and do exactly that, though, I think. There's just some particularly crappy cards I don't really care for, and I'm going to dump them. Anything that's a 4-star I should be saving and dumping for mana prisms, but I'm going to be stupid about it. Yeah, by the time we're done, this should bolster this card up big time. 'Tis the morning, and it sounds like my friend Chunky's digging me already. There we go. It's hard to get that card up another level, but yeah, there he is, dinging me with stupid crap. First he wasn't showing up on my screen, now he is. That means he just woke up, folks. I noticed that because of what we had going on here, we have too many EXP or extra servants kicking around too, guys. So we got to burn off some stuff. But we're sitting in a good place to burn off some stuff for our new servant we just got. Well, at least it was very succinct. At least it wasn't some long thing. Alright, I think that'll do it for us, guys, so let's go for it. How long are we into this? Yeah, we're only about 26 minutes in. That's doing good. Okay, guys, from here on in, I'm going to shut my face off. If I can hit the button. Come on, you little stinker. There we go. Alright, guys. So that way you can see the whole thing. Alright. Oh, really? I missed 2? Okay, my apologies. Let's go back and do her again. I didn't realize we had so many junk servants. Actually, let's back up, guys, and let's get let's work on our getting rid of some of these junk servants, which means Saber. Okay, and then it looks like we have a lot of extra archers, so let's dump those. Come on, where are you? Yeah, we got a lot of extra everything, frankly. And of course, the reason I know I don't use these for anything else, guys, is because their noble phantasms were done a long time ago. This should do it. Alright, guys. Let's try this again. We should have bumped off enough of everything else. Alright, so this was a whole cutscene where Carmela kept trying to run over Elizabeth Battery as she was trying to go to some concert she had set up. Then, of course, Mash and my character were in the car with her taking a ride. And so, after she kept missing Elizabeth, and Elizabeth finally got wise to it and everything, and Elizabeth is going through her multiple costumes, she ended up in this hero version of herself, the Saber version of herself, which all of these different versions of herself were from the various Halloween events. And so now they're going to finally have at it, because if nobody's figured out, Elizabeth Battery is like the younger version of Carmela, even though Carmela is really only like an alternate version of what she could become. They're not necessarily guaranteed both same characters at different times in their life. So, but Elizabeth, much like the Fate Stay Night series, where Amy goes around trying to kill his younger self because he doesn't like what he became, Carmel is trying to do the same. Increased critical hit damage, definitely not something I'm happy about. Yeah, I'm not happy about that particular effect. And we'll save that one. Okay. So we're doing pretty good. So a rider going up against a Saber, nobody's really got a distinct advantage. I'm obviously dishing out some crits, but she's going to do the same. Well, apparently not, and I got lucky because I happened to have a card that the first thing was an evade. All right, we're going to. All right, and at the same time, I'm not going to do anything too stupid. Alright. How many hits does she get to have? Jeez. Just checking, guys, real quick. Yeah, that's not going to kick in fast enough for me. We just didn't quite get the Noble Phantasm up as quick as I wanted. So the question is, do we need to do anything else? No. So this is going to be a standard. We're going to just beat right through her. I'm pretty sure this will be enough damage to finish her off. Called it. I just noticed her mechanical hounds, I think, become her armor and her basically thief costume later on. Because when you see her, the colors of the hounds are the exact same colors in that fancy thief costume she wears. So I have a hunch the dogs actually become the armor. Alrighty, here we go. This part I have not seen. Ha! That's funny. Nice. Pardon me, guys. I thought the cat had spotted a bug, and now I'm thinking more that she's just attacking my feet for some reason. And that's unusual for my cat, so she was distracting me, so I gotta go back and see what the heck I missed. Ah, okay. There's what I missed. I gotta admit, if I had more money to blow, I might have tried to go back and done the first banner today. Ha ha ha. Right. So like I said, guys, that was just a little side story thing they were doing. I don't even remember what we're getting for a reward from that. At this point, I would hope quartz. Yep, there we go. Because we need to build back our quartz supply. As I was saying, guys, once I figure out more what's going on with things having to do with my car and other things, and figure out how much my money resources are, and then do I need to borrow money? Most likely I will. And how much will I need to borrow? I'll probably think about borrowing some extra and do another run at this. Though I got to be careful, guys. I can't borrow money indefinitely because I will end up paying for that both figuratively and literally when the time comes, because it's a family account, and by the end of the month the notice comes in saying here's what your balance is, and it will show that I deducted money, and I've got to try to at least put a lot of it back in, which means eventually I've got to pay up. The good thing is that it's not something I have to pay interest on. As long as I pay it back, people in my family, they don't really care that much. So it looks like we only have another 5 million. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like it actually shouldn't take too long before we actually can do the next event. I'm just looking to see if anything changed. Unfortunately, not so much. So, what time is it? All right. So it's already past the half an hour mark, and I figured it was. We had a much better morning than we did last night. So I'll give us that. We were able to finish off the latest little side mission, side quest thing. And we're back on our merry way, so I think we're doing pretty good. And I think I'm going to work towards that this morning, guys, to try to get us to the next casino. And I think that's what I'm going to work towards on my free time. But it's almost 11 o'clock. I actually did not hear the oven ding yet, but I'm thinking I just missed the beep amongst all the other stuff we had going on. So I'm probably going to go throw my food in. And then I'm going to start getting ready so that I can go to work early. Because I'm going to stop and see about getting my car done. So the thing is that I'm going to try to take care of that this morning. We were just paid today. I'm actually going to... actually, I don't have to check in on that because I had to check on it last night. So I actually am sure that the money was deposited this morning. And I'm sure about how much money I'm sitting at. I'm actually going to probably take some time after this to pay some bills even, to give myself a really good idea. And apparently I'm going to be checking on everything that Chunky Jeffrey keeps incessantly sending me this morning. This is what, even if I had put the do not disturb on, guys, messages always keep coming up anyway, so there would have been no way around it. But I'm going to go check and see what's got his butt in a sling this morning and figure out what's going on. In the meantime, guys, I hope you have a much better Thursday than I'm having, as far as not being able to go outside this morning and it being rainy and drizzly and stuff. Enjoy your day, guys. Have a much better day, and hopefully we'll see you sooner rather than later.